Hey there. Welcome to Carla is Crafty, episode 75, I believe. I can't find my book, so if I repeat something that I talked about last time, please forgive me. I really just kind of wanted to pop on and show you a few things that I've made um, and just kind of, give a little update. I'm going to try and be much better about doing this. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm a mom, a wife, and a midwife, and I'm a born again Christian, and I love people enough to tell them that. So, you'll notice I have makeup on and earrings. Went to church this morning, so makeup, earrings. My hair did not want to do what it's supposed to do. Um, we actually went Thursday after I got off work Thursday morning. We packed up and we went to visit two of my sisters that live in southern Oklahoma. So we spent Thursday night, Friday night there visiting with them. Um, I'll talk a little bit more about that later just because I have some things to show you from that. Things that I've made, uh, finished objects. So I think I may have mentioned making a black cat, or I may have actually shown you the black cat that my daughter picked out the eyes for. I think I actually did. So anyway, I did make another orange and black cat. I love them with the green eyes. I think they're so cute. Um, and then I'm kind of learning to do the nose and the whiskers in colors that will actually pop. I did, because I had a whole nother cake of the alchemy yarn from Lion Brand. I made a loaf cat in that. Very bright colors. I think people will love it. And I went with the white eyes. At first I was looking at, oh, what, it's not really a normal color eye for a cat. And I'm like, well, you don't ever see a cat these colors either. So there you go. Um, and then I did make myself out of that yarn before I made that love cat. I made myself. I think I might do the little white here to kind of set off the eyes because it's kind of hard to see amongst that all that color. But this is my little turtle I made for me. He's mine. I like him, and I made him just for me. So there you go. Um, I really haven't done a whole lot since I talked to you guys. It's only been a week, and so in that time I've worked a lot of hours and stuff like that. I did make some of these velvet hats. Um, the pattern is Camryn's Cute Creations. I'll link her below, obviously. And they're just super cute little velvet hats. That red, I don't know if you guys are seeing it the way it really is. It looks kind of dark pink, kind of faded out on the video to me, but it is a vivid red in the Burnett velvet. These don't have pom-poms because the pom-poms that I make are this big, okay? So this is the newborn size, and then this is like the 3 to 12 month size. So I got two of each size out of the cake so far. I think I actually have enough. Sorry, this skein. I think there's still enough left in this skein for me to make one more. I think this size will probably be more popular than the newborn because it's pretty small. Um, and I probably wouldn't have made a second newborn, except the first one I made, I read the pattern wrong. So this one's probably just a one for the learning pile because it's not made right and it doesn't lay right. So I went ahead and made another one just because I had read the pattern wrong. But I did order from Amazon some pom-poms that are smaller than this. Okay. And like I said, I made my own pom-poms. I did the, you know, Melanie Ham, whom I love, and she passed away, um, I guess it was beginning of last year. Oh, it just doesn't seem like it's been that long, but she shows how you sew the button on the inside, and then you bring your, she used the pre-done pom-poms, I think, from Amazon that have the little loop on them. But I just made mine, like I make my pom-poms out of a circle of fake fur, and then I just cinch them together, and then I put a little piece of elastic on them, and that's what I pull through the top of the hat. So I've made 4 pom-poms today. 2 for the hat, and then when I realized, I already had the circles cut out, or I would have made smaller ones for those small hats. It's just, I don't want to waste that fake fur, so I already had circles cut out for just this one size of pom-pom. So that's what I'm going to make, is these size pom-poms. And I'll have them, I bought fake fur in other colors, obviously, so I'll have several colors of them. And, you know, if I don't use them myself on hats that I've made, then I'll gift them to someone else. I did make another possum this week, too. But I did something wrong because he turned out way tiny. I mean, he's cute, but I think I may have used the wrong size hook, because he is made with Bernat blanket yarn and not made with like Premier Parfait, and so they usually turn out bigger than this. The ones I sold at the craft fair were bigger than this, so I need to figure that out. I mean, it's not like he's unsellable. I'll just sell him for less than I sell the other ones for, and that's okay. That's kind of what I've made. Joys in progress. I still haven't put together those 2 midi bags. I'm going to get those done before my craft fair in 2 weeks. 2 weeks? I guess it'll be 2 weeks from Saturday, so almost 3 weeks from now. So I'll get those done, and that's all. I really want to get those 2 midi bags done. I do want to make a couple of more crocheted items just to replace the stuff I sold. I did finish the avocado special order for that lady. I'll pop in a picture here, because I've already delivered it. And then she wanted it just plain with no face. She just wanted an avocado, half an avocado with the pit and stuff. She didn't want a face on it, so we didn't put a face on it. But I already delivered that last week. And then other joys in progress, I'm still working on my husband's cardigan, which he keeps asking about. He's so tall, it's taking a long time. And so I just need to buckle down and work on that and not worry about other things. I wasn't going to make beanies for market, other than the fact that I had bought a skein of that red velvet yarn for another thing, when I made my, I'm in a lot today. Sorry, guys. When I made my gingerbread men, I bought that for like the red button on the front, and it just didn't work out right because it was velvet yarn and not like plushy yarn or blanket yarn. So, because the rest of him was made in Premier Parfait, so it just didn't work out well. So that's okay. That's why I'm making these, and I'm sure they'll sell. I do think I want to get some pink and blue and make some to gift to my centering patients for their babies at Christmas time, because I think they are gorgeous. And I mean, that's what I thought. I know red's not kind of your traditional color for a baby, but I thought somebody would want that for Christmas, right? That'd make a cute little Christmas hat for a baby. So we'll see. So now we'll move on to acquisitions. Not really, other than I bought those pom-poms today, and I did order some zip ties for market to hold things onto my racks, my triple grid racks. Haven't really purchased anything this week. And you're going, well, that's good, Carla. It's only been a week. But I did go visit my sisters, and they are super sweet, and they gifted me this really cute coffee mug. Carla, I make cute things with yarn. I love it. I think it's so cute. And it says, it's the same thing on both sides, but I did have my coffee in it this morning, and I was really happy because it reminds me of my sweet sisters. I have 4 sisters, but these 2, I went to visit these 2 because I haven't been to see them in a while. So anyway, that was fun. And they are both very crafty. They both sew and make quilts and all sorts of things. The one sister does crochet. I think they both counted cross stitch, things like that. So they're crafty. And in fact, when they got their house, they made sure they had a room just for crafts. And so they have quite a stash of fabric and decided that they would gift some fabric to me. So I'm going to show you what they gave me. This is actually a Winnie the Pooh book called A Day at the Zoo with Winnie the Pooh. And so it's one of those book panels that you put together. And I thought that was going to be really super cute for someone's baby. So I'm going to do that. And then this is a panel that you make. Oh, it's a cat hanging, but it's a Daisy Kingdom. I don't know if anybody here remembers Daisy Kingdom, but back in the 90s, Daisy Kingdom did a really, I don't know what else Daisy Kingdom does, but they did a really big run of fabrics and stuff. They used to do these fabric sets that you would make dresses out of, and I used to make my daughter these frilly, ruffly dresses out of them. But they also apparently did these wall hangings. This is a black cat stack, and so it's this stack that you do and you stuff it and make it 3D. But that's what it comes out looking like. You know, here's the base of it, but then you've got a couple of other heads. Well, you've got 3 little heads to make it 3D and leaves. And so I don't know that I'll get that done for this Halloween to give to somebody, but I will definitely try to get it done by next Halloween. I mean, it's the end of September. I don't know how much Halloween I'm going to get done. I'm in the middle of, I have a red, white, and blue fabric charm pack that I want to make a quilt, and so they gifted me some. It's got little stars, and that's bigger stars. And then this, can you see the glitter, is a pretty good sized piece of fabric. I think it's at least 2 yards, and I'm thinking even if it's not big enough to back the entire quilt, I could use it as most of the back and just maybe put a border around it and back the quilt with that, and that would be pretty fancy, right? And then here's some more fabric that's just, I thought this would make a really cute apron with the pumpkins and the flowers and, you know, very harvest, very fall. So I thought that, you know, would make a really cute apron maybe. And then this is another wall hanging, and it says welcome on it, and it's pretty good sized. So it's got, you know, like a crow with kind of a hat, and then it's got the pumpkin and a cat. So that's another kind of wall hanging thing. They're a lot like me, you know, you buy these fabrics and you think, oh, that's so cute, and I'll get that made, and then you don't. And so they were just kind of thinking, you know, they had a huge pile for me to choose from. I didn't take everything. They were just, before they donate it to somewhere that might use it, they wanted to give me an opportunity to choose what I wanted. And then this fabric's really cute too. It's got different little squares in it. Very fall. That might be, and these are, most of these are yard pieces. You know, like the panels usually are a yard. And I know that that's a yard, and then that other one I showed you with the fall stuff is a yard. I think there's 2 yards of this, and it's just really fall, beautiful fabric. I love it. It's got the mushrooms and the apples and the, well, I don't know what those are. They kind of look like peaches, but that wouldn't be what they are, right? There's pears though, so maybe they are. And then it's got these little mushrooms and stuff. I just thought this was super cute. And they're kind of like me. When they buy fabric, they tend to buy really nice quality fabric. And so then this one is another panel wall hanging. I know, how many wall hangings can you do? And it says tricks and treats on it. And it is these pumpkins. It's all pumpkins. But I know. I'm standing in my guest bedroom that has all of my market stuff and all of my yarn in it, because when I brought my stuff in from market, I just kind of stacked it in front of where I normally sit. So I probably could still be seated, but I don't know where I would put the camera. So there you go. Um, and then this one, I believe there's 2 yards of it too, and it's just like moons and stars, and it's purple and orange, and it's really pretty. That would make cute for that one apron like the other side of it, or it would make a really pretty backing on a quilt or something like that. So this, it's like all soda pop tops. And, she was like, I don't even know where we got that or why we bought it, but I have a brother-in-law who would love this. It's just kind of vintagey, and I know he would really like that, so I'm going to make something, I think, for him if I can figure out what to make. This is quilt squares. They're good size quilt squares. They're angels. So this panel is, like I said, probably a yard. Oh, it's a pillow. It's for a pillow. See, I didn't even see the directions. You can make a mini quilt with it, or you can make a pillow. Oh no, you can make both. Oh, that's cute. Well, let's see. I guess the big ones are for, you could make 2 little quilts, and then you have 2 sets like this, and you can make little pillows. Well, see, that's what happens when you open the art of fabric all the way up. Anyway, I just thought that was super cute with those little angels. I like patchwork. I think that's probably a throwback to being a kid, and I used to have a lot of Holly Hobby stuff. Anybody remember Holly Hobby? I did actually some Holly Hobby. One of my sister-in-laws used to sell Tri-Chem paints, which were fabric paints that came in tubes, and you'd buy like sets of it, and you'd buy little kits. And I had Holly Hobby wall hangings that I painted with Tri-Chem paints. So, and then this is a Paddington Bear quilt. So it's just obviously it's got the fabric for the top, and for the binding you have to buy the backing. And so it's just really cute. It's got, I'll show you, Paddington Bear. You guys know who Paddington Bear is. He's kind of a more British children's bear. And you just sew these strips of fabric together the way you want them. And it's very bright. I think a little kid would love it. But you make strips and sew them together any way that you want to, and that's the front of your quilt. And then they include enough to make your binding with, and I know I can surely find something easy to back that with a good little print. Maybe I could find a flannel. That would be really nice for a baby quilt. And then this is the last piece of fabric. I just thought it was so cool. And I'm pretty sure this is 2 yards also. Look at this. Ella, if you're watching, I know you want this. If you guys don't watch Ella at No Catchy Name, I'm gonna link her below too. You need to go watch her. She is fantastic. She does a lot of crochet and things, but she makes bags. She has a shop on Etsy, and the cutest bags. I have several of her bags. I love them. And so you should go check her out too. She's awesome. But that's kind of it. My sisters did actually too, because they know I make decorated sugar cookies. They had a bunch of cookie cutters, and they actually had a cookie press that they had gotten from Pampered Chef that's really pretty. It's like a Christmas theme. It's called, the theme is Peace on Earth, and it's got like 2 doves and then the earth. So I will figure out how to use a cookie press maybe and do that. But it's nice to have extras, because they were like, have you been making cookies? And I'm like, I haven't yet, but I'm going to make cookies probably next week. This week's pretty busy. I've got work, obviously, and the way my work schedule is, I'm not going to have a lot of like whole days off this week. In fact, I think I have 1 whole day off. No. No, I have 2 whole days off this week. But then I have 24-hour shifts and, stuff like that. So it's just going to be kind of a busy week because we've got things we've got to get done. And so, anyway, that's that. Like I said, I just wanted to hop on, show you what I'd made, and just show you what I'd gotten when I went to visit my sisters. That's not why I went to visit them. I went to visit them because I love them and because, oh, guys, we just, as family or even as friends, we just don't do that often enough, do we? And I mean, I so agree with those people who talk about, I don't want a funeral or a service when I'm gone. That's not when I want to see you, right? Because I'm not going to know you're here. And it's really nice for people to get together, but that's for those people, okay? For me, I want to see you while I'm still here. So I'm going to go see my sisters more often. My husband's totally on board with that. He likes my sisters. So, we're going to try and go more often. I got to go see Mary this year. I'm going to get to go see Sandra this year. And so, my cup runneth over that I get to see these wonderful people that mean so much in my life. So, sorry. I should have brought some water in here. I'm kind of dried out. I was going to say, though, too, I watch several crafters who do craft shows and they sell plushies. And I watch them because, I kind of looked them up to see what was going on with the whole market thing. And when I was starting to start this, excuse me. Maybe I'm not supposed to say any of this. Okay. I'm going to go because I can't even talk anymore. Just remember, Jesus loves you and so do I. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.